What's up everybody, Kwame here, back again with another video, and today the new iPad mini 5 was announced. No, this is not the iPad mini 5, this is the iPad mini 4, but it looks exactly the same. Also with that came a new iPad Air. First, let's start with the iPad Air. That one isn't as exciting to me because it's really just the iPad Pro 10.5 inch from last year or a couple years ago, marketed as the iPad Air. You can use the smart keyboard cover with it now. It has Apple Pencil, of course. It still has a fingerprint reader. Both of these still have a fingerprint reader and a headphone jack, which is pretty cool. They both use Lightning, and that's really it. I mean, the new one starts at $499, so it's a little bit cheaper than buying a new 10.5 inch iPad Air, iPad Pro if you could find them. You know, in my personal opinion, I would still get the iPad Pro 10.5 inch if you're looking for that size, just because you're gonna get a better display. You're gonna get a better camera, which I know taking pictures on an iPad is cliche, but it is what it is. If you're looking to get something on a budget for 64 gigabytes, you can get into an iPad with a little bigger screen than the typical 9.7 inch for $499. The one I'm really excited about is the iPad mini 5. So again, it's going to look exactly like the iPad mini 4. So this same form factor here. You're still gonna have a fingerprint reader and headphone jack, but it now has pencil support and an updated processor. So what makes me so excited about this is I've actually used Lightroom, Affinity Photo, Snapseed, and LumaFusion on this iPad mini 4, but it ran okay. Like, it was very serviceable. It wasn't extremely fast, but it wasn't like crippling slow either. So having an upgraded processor is really exciting because now all these apps will work really fast and really fluid. They've also bumped up the storage to 256, which I think is perfect, especially if you want to travel light. You can take iPad mini and an Apple Pencil and then a camera like I have here, the Canon G5X, and you are good to go, you know, for traveling and editing pictures, editing video, and getting a little bit of work done. One thing that does suck is they still have the same camera on here, the 8 megapixel camera, which is not good. So you're not going to be taking pictures or video with this thing unless you really have to. I am super excited about the Apple Pencil. Using your finger on such a small screen, you're not going to be as precise as you are with the pencil. So you're going to be able to have, you know, the touch controls that you really need when you're editing pictures and video on this device. Not to mention, this is one of my favorite sizes for an iPad. Having the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, it is big. And when I just want something to like read a book or something on the couch, I would much rather have this size than the bigger iPad Pro. Even though is much more powerful, I really do like the iPad mini size. I'm so glad that they've upgraded the processor. The screen resolution is a wash. I mean, it's still a Retina display, but it is what it is. And having used this one before, you know, to be honest, I don't notice that big of a difference between my iPad Pro and this screen. So overall, I'm really excited about the new iPad mini 5 and even the iPad Air. I still think you should get the iPad Pro from a couple years ago versus the iPad Air. But if you are thinking about getting a new iPad mini, this is the time to get it. Especially with pencil support, new processor, you can get a lot of work done, video and photography wise, on a device like this. Let me know down in the comments. I'm pretty interested to know if you guys would be interested in the new iPad mini. Is that something you'd like to integrate into your workflow? Maybe I'll talk about this in the next video about my workflow on iOS. I will see you in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye bye.